how do you look at what do you look at as the benefits of building your brand? Because I'm curious before I give mine to hear how you perceive that.
A personal brand is like the most important thing people could have now, and it's only going to get more important in the future. And we're already seeing it now where whenever you meet someone, or even before you meet them, you're Googling them and you're looking at their Instagram and you're looking at their LinkedIn and you're getting looked up. And no matter who you are, like, and it's only going to get more prominent in the future where your personal brand and your online digital presence is going to precede even who you are, because people are going to look at that first and it's going to reach a lot more people. So no matter what you're doing, if you're an employee at a company, if you're an entrepreneur, any in work or business or even social life, like, you get treated differently and people are judging you based off what they see online. And you have an opportunity right now where you could take advantage of that. And I think we've both seen it happen, like, even at the friend group level, like, well, if you get a lot of followers on Instagram, that person gets treated differently. And
We wouldn't be doing this right now if we hadn't done our
for
person.
sure.
We hadn't focused on that.
Yeah, and it's so important. It's only to get more important. So I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't need a personal brand because I'm just an employee at a company, or I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not selling anything." It's like, you're not, but you might one day, and it's something you could always leverage in anything you do.
But no matter what you do, you're always selling yourself.
Exactly, and it's so important to get a personal brand.
It really is true. And honestly, everything you said is super messed up, but it's all true. Like
And it's only going to get more extreme in the future.
it's only going to get more extreme. I was watching this documentary on Netflix last night. You've probably seen it, about just the origins of the social companies and how they try to trap you and this and that. And that. Regardless, it's super messed up. People shouldn't base value off of a following and likes and things of that nature. But the unfortunate truth, and I hope that it becomes more authentic, and I think there are a lot of things that the platforms can do to make it better, and especially for younger kids, because you know growing, like being 13, 14 in that ecosystem is very, very difficult now. I think the platforms will get better on that front, but to your point, from a personal brand standpoint, it's only going to get crazier. Whereas the person, I think the quality of your life is only going to get better as your personal brand grows, and that is personally and professionally.
For sure. And it's important to note that this isn't a new concept. This is human nature forever. The internet has made it a lot easier to build personal brands and made them more accessible to everyone. But, before the internet was around, if you were featured in a newspaper, you would get treated differently. Your title gets you to be treated differently. And it's almost accolades. Like, you had these different levels of status. Even back to the days when we were in tribes, you had different levels of status. So it's not something that's ever changed, but now it's all switched, because before, like, to get to that level of status, whether it's a college degree or whatever, it costs a lot of money. But today it's democratized, where anyone can build a following in a brand. You don't need any money, you don't need any education. You just need to know what you're doing online. So it's not something that's like a new concept where, like, social media is destroying humanity and you're being judged off whatever, because that's human nature to always judge people. It's just, now it's available for anyone to build a personal brand. And with the long tail of the internet, you're able to find people with like-minded interests in so many random things. For example, like, you could build a brand around, like, being the best home gardener who makes, like, the best gardens, and people just, like, there's enough people on the internet who are interested in watching content around people gardening in their backyard. You can make a personal brand around anything, and the internet's great because it's connected all these people and enabled that. So you don't have to be only a business leader as a personal brand. You can have a personal brand as being the guy who knows everything about coffee, the coffee connoisseur, or the gardener, or the lawnmower connoisseur, whatever random thing you want to be. There's thousands or hundreds of thousands of people in that niche where you could be the leader of that group. And that's what made the internet so amazing.
100,000%.